Tonight, a former Charlotte-Mecklenburg student coming forward, revealing his identity for the first time to tell his story of sexual abuse. His abuser was a person parents trust every day, a teacher.
Former West Charlotte High School band director Duncan Gray admitted to sexually assaulting his student, Maurice Greer. At the time, Greer was just starting high school.
Greer sat down and talked with WBTV's Dedrick Russell about his secret, his struggle, and his strength. It's a story parents and students need to watch to see warning signs. It's all new at 6.
It was supposed to be the bright spot of his high school experience.
The moment I saw the band, I thought, wow, that's really cool. I want to do that.
Maurice Greer played the trumpet for West Charlotte High School marching band. Duncan Gray was the band director.
I looked up to Mr. Gray.
But soon that admiration turned into abuse. It's still hard for Greer to talk about what he went through.
I thought this would be a lot easier.
Trying to forget was his way out.
I think that's just my way of coping, is trying not to remember the specific details because it hurts. It hurts a lot.
The former student thought Gray was grooming him for greatness.
Every day after practice, Mr. Gray would take me home. Oftentimes, I'd be the last one to go home.
It started with a touch on the leg. He says this type of behavior continued for about a year. Then one day after band practice, the two were alone when Greer was touched inappropriately.
It happened within the band room auditorium area. But I remember someone kicking the door, and immediately everything stopped. I remember the band director pushing me to the side, and then he ended up going out one door and I went out the other.
Greer kept this a secret for about 6 years. He blamed himself and thought people would take Gray's side.
People respect him, people love him. And so who am I to come and speak and to say something? And who's going to believe me?
Then one day, the student says he slipped and told his mother about the assault. Now that the secret was out, they went to police to report it. Detectives had Greer call Gray on the phone.
Then I asked him about the incident and how he felt about the incident.
Then something creepy happened on that call.
He told me if I was okay with it, that my life could have been so much better. He wasn't remorseful. He wasn't remorseful at all.
Now Greer is using his pain to help other students.
I decided to tell my story now because I realize that there's power in that, there's strength in that.
Sad to say, all these CMS teachers have recently been arrested for committing sex crimes against their students. Greer's message to those students?
It's not your fault. The adult knows what's right or wrong. The adult is the one who is fully capable of making decisions.
We took the former CMS student back to West Charlotte High.
Not at all. I love the school with all my heart.
Despite the crime, no cloud over his alma mater.
Because it's not the school, it's just one individual.
Greer now likes to call himself a survivor, not a victim. This survivor is now a senior at UNC Chapel Hill, using his knowledge to empower others.
Hopefully one day, in whatever I do, I'll be able to make a difference and make life easier for others.
But before he starts helping others, he wants to first help and heal himself.
This is a life experience. It is something that has made me strong.
In West Charlotte, Dedrick Russell, WBTV, on your side.
So proud of him for coming forward. Greer's abuser, Duncan Gray, is now on probation, registered as a sex offender. He served no jail time because he was a first-time offender and was charged with a low felony. As for Greer, he admits this took a toll on him mentally. He is now seeking counseling. According to court papers, Gray is responsible for paying for Greer's counseling.